Hey guys, quick update on the state of the build. We changed one thing besides our ugly armor. We changed the Devour loop. We put this here because in sustained fights, especially against modifiers like Res and Thick Skin, we tend to lose quite a bit of damage. We don't know the exact numbers of how much damage you lose with Res, but with Thick Skin, you lose about 15% crit damage, crit chance on an enemy, which dramatically hinders our build, because we really depend on those critical headshots on weak points to get damage. Now, if you're against a boss that doesn't have a easy weak point, I would say switch out to Burden of the Destroyer. But if you're fighting a boss with this build that doesn't have an easily hittable weak point, I would say just change the build, because this build really depends on high crit chance and weak points to do significant damage. You do get about 20k damage from the dots once they tick through and everything. If you don't proc Stormbringer, no problem. You lose around 5k total damage without Stormbringer proccing, but it's not that bad. In terms of the DPS, I'll show you here in a second. From the swap from our DPS ring to Devour Loop, we lose about 500 per shot, damage per shot, and about 15 to 10k or 10 to 15k total damage. But that is okay, because once the once you're out of your state, essentially, of Rampage and out of the state of Miasma being procced, you lose about 60% of your damage without having either of those proc. So you make up a ton of sustained damage by having Devour Loop on. As you can see here, we're at 86k, but we have our Devour Loop. So that reset our cooldowns already, so we can go right back into our combo instead of waiting like we usually have to for about 70 seconds. We can just go right back to the combo. So you do lose total DPS, but you gain a ton of sustained damage. If you guys are having problems with certain bosses not dying immediately with the combo, you can switch to Devour Loop and be A-okay.